Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. My name is James Caldwell and I am speaking for spillitboy.com. This is actually going to be season 4, episode 8 of the Braxton's Family Values. Well, the first thing we start off with, I'm probably getting ready to shock y'all here, but was Tamar. She was meeting with another designer about her upcoming tour and the garments for that. This designer's name was Fern. I don't know this designer. I've never seen him before, but I think he's Asian or something, but he's some part of Asian descent. But he's over there. He's pretty quiet, like most times they are. You know, designers sit there and be quiet. And he brought all these fashions in, beautiful gowns and dresses. They were flawless gowns and dresses. He's really, really good. And Tamar was actually trying the pieces on. So I'm thinking, okay, so these are some of the things that she's going to try on for her little concert. And I'm like, wow, she done stepped her game way up. You know what I mean? The things were nice, and the bitch actually looked good in the shit. She was really, really clean. I was like, okay, Tamar, now, y'all know I'm usually tearing her up, but Miss Muppet was really doing the damn thing. So when they get all done, that ain't the stuff that she's looking at for the concert. She's just fucking around pulling our leg and ain't got nothing else to do, so they're using up camera time. She goes over and starts talking to him about Wilma Flintstone. Yeah, I want, Betty Rubble, all that, without the points. For real. See, I told you I'd shock you. 1 minute of her doing good because she was really clean in that shit. Couldn't even get to 5 minutes. Here this bitch, now she wants to be dressed like Betty Rubble or Wilma Flintstone. Stupid. 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 But anyway, and he gave her very much of crickets. You're crickets in the room with her and that bullshit. A mess. But anyway, he said, I'm going to go ahead and design some stuff, and then I'll send you the designs and we'll talk about it. Because he knew she was an idiot. He probably don't want to work with her. Foolish. Anyway, moving on. They, Tracy, Tawanda, and Trina went to see Sergeant, the guy who actually he's Tracy's personal fitness guy. And he was a mess. He's going in there, you can't hardly really understand him because his accent is so thick. He's sitting up there, he wants them to get into this tub of water. Something about that's how you weigh out your, blow out your weight, and you judge your weight. And water, there's like a sink tank. It looks like a tub or something. And there's a little hoister, and you lay in it, and they dunk. You know them whores was not getting ready to get their hair wet. Not at all. So Trina's like, well, I'll do it. You know what I mean? And then he's like, yeah, because you got to go. You're going to blow out of your mouth. She going to say, oh, you mean we have to put our mouth in it? Oh, I'm not going to put my mouth in it. I said, oh, here she go, honey. Here she goes. And then had the nerve that she was making fun of his fucking accent. I said, Lord have mercy. Anyway, so he says, I got to volunteer. He goes gets this white woman and brings her. Nothing against my white viewers at all, but he dunks her ass in the tank, and then he's telling them about how they ought to be ashamed of themselves because the white woman wasn't worried about her hair, and she went on and got dunked in there. And they was kind of just looking at him like they let him make it at first. Then he just going to keep on running it in the ground. They were like, okay, well, listen. This is why you all should be more like white women. This, that, thing, and the other. Going on. And Trina went on and let his ass have it and told him, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I ain't never dated a black man. You just want to control somebody. She let his ass have it in there. I said, oh, God. A mess. A whole mess. That just turned out to be a fight. It wasn't even nobody losing no weight there. Anyway, the next thing you seen was the Queen Latifah show. Tony Braxton was on talking about her new book and all that. it was very awkward because Tony actually divulged that she had actually had an abortion. And I don't think Evelyn knew before that. She had read the book. So she didn't really know. You could just see all on her face. She was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? What you gonna do, Evelyn? You got a bunch of daughters and they done some of every motherfucking thing. It is what it is. I was pretty shocked too. Not shocked that she did it, but very shocked that she said it. You know what I mean? So, whatever. It is what it is. Next, we're back in Atlanta. Tamar acted a damn fool. She goes in there and she doesn't like the bodysuits that the girls are putting on. She doesn't care for the boots that they have. And she's just fussing to the point where she got on Vince's nerves. Vince done left one out of there. And she's like, you know, I'm going to go. And she feels like nobody's paying attention to her. And nobody should because she's a fucking idiot. But anyway, he gets her out there and tells her about her. He told her about herself, about her out there talking shit and carrying on and talking to people crazy. So that was that. Next thing you know, she comes back in, him and her, and she's supposed to be, you know, basically apologizing to the girls. The bitch couldn't even apologize right. She never did say, I'm sorry. She basically kept telling them, oh, when you stay around, you're going to know who I am. You're going to know what I'm talking about. This, that, thing, and the other. But she never did say she was sorry. Just a damn mess. Now, the one part that I did, I kind of enjoyed, Tony had a book signing at a bookstore. It was a huge bookstore. I don't know exactly where she was, but I said, oh, honey, my day is coming, honey. I cannot wait. One day it's going to happen. It's coming, honey, where our folks is lined up all outside. They were. It was fabulous. They turned off her. They were lined up all outside the bookstore, and they had like a couple different levels. There was people all over the place. They came down for her to sign, and Tony is such a shady motherfucking fig tree. She really is. She really got on my nerves. Like, she got on my nerves. I'm like, all these people are out here for you to sign this book. Bitch, everybody know you ain't wrote a page. You know? And she shading the folks. Shading. One girl comes, she said, I got my Tony wig on. She just kept crying and carried on. Tony making fun of her. I said, you don't do people like that when they come out to see you, you goddamn freak. But anyway, my day's coming, honey. I won't be mean to the people, baby. I'll be signing books and grinning and kee-hee, honey. But anyway, so that was a good part. I enjoyed, you know, just actually seeing all the people who had turned out for her. But I didn't like her behavior. I really didn't care for her behavior too much. She's so self-absorbed, you know. She's talking about, in the midst of it, she's talking about the people coming out to see her and still talking about, I got to check on my mother. Whatever. Ridiculous. Anyway, Tracy did a photo shoot for her album. I think Tracy's cool. I think she looks nice. She's lost weight. She really looks good. As a matter of fact, when she actually came to the Queen Latifah show to see Tony, that bitch was snatched. You hear me? But yeah, Tracy was cool. I don't know about the styling for that album. She had a wig line, and they got her in this bright Jessica Rabbit hair, and I wasn't feeling it. The only picture that I thought I would like is the ones that she took on the motorcycle. She had like a thigh-high boot and, you know, real rocked out. And that looked cool. But when they put her in the dresses and stuff, it just aged her. And that wig line I couldn't deal with. I said, girl, what is really going on? I look like you got a purse laying on top of your head. But anyway, whatever. Last thing that we basically kind of covered, Tony and Evelyn went out. Evelyn basically told Tony, you know, she was a little bothered by the whole abortion thing, but as long as she's okay and the baby's okay and all of that, everything's fine. And going out, Tamar wants them to come out and see her for the show, so they said they're going to make a conscious effort. Excuse me. Terrible, because that's just what I got from the goddamn show. Anyway, they were going to make a conscious effort to go out and see Tamar. So they last thing, basically, is they were going to make a conscious effort to go out and see Tamar perform and all of this business. So what they did was they went ahead and they're actually it was Tawanda's idea, and it's going to blow up in their face, but Tawanda put together a little thing where Tawanda, Trina, and Tracy are going to come on stage and perform Hot Sugar, that dumbass song, and Tamar doesn't know about it. So, baby, they're going to continue on with this next week. Now that I can't wait to see it, because that's going to blow up in their face. You know that bitch is going to have a fit. Mrs. Muffet is going to have a damn fit, and I can't wait to see it. Alright, so on that, you guys can thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You know how that goes. And I will see you guys next week when Miss Muppet has her goddamn fit. So she might lose her nose this time. Alright, bye guys.